Hi again, and welcome to another edition of the Comsewogue News. I'm Matt Schneider. We have a lot coming up tonight, but first we start off with our featured reporter, Emily Griffin, and what the deal is with the new sound and lighting in the auditorium. Emily?
Hi, it's Emily. I'm here with Mrs. Johnson to talk about the auditorium getting new sound and lights. Ms. Johnson, what do you know about the auditorium sound and lights?
Well, we're getting new sound and lights, and it's supposed to be complete this week, and we're actually going to be training on Friday on the lighting system, adults and teachers together.
Awesome, that sounds great. I heard that we're doing Little Mermaid this year for the main stage musical. Are we going to be able to use the sound and lights in any way for that?
Yes, we definitely will be. With the new lighting system, we should be able to use all kinds of different colors, and we have a new cyclorama to project images onto the back screen, so it should be really great.
Awesome, thank you so much. Ciara, how do you feel about the auditorium getting new sound and lights?
I'm really excited. I love sound and I love working with it. And Ms. Johnson was kind enough to say that I could run a couple of the shows and get trained in how to do it. And so I'm very, very excited.
Decision 2016 is only days away, and some of Comsewogue students have very strong opinions on the candidates. Rob and Ellen went to find out what the students thought about this year's election.
Hello, I'm here, Mr. Wessel, and we have a question for you. What do you think about the candidates this year?
Well, I think it's, obviously everyone's paying attention to this race because we have two very popular, not in the sense of likability popular, but everyone knows these candidates. And I think that these candidates, it's almost a race for who's the less of two evils, so to speak. Clinton is unpopular because of her, I wouldn't call her a criminal, but I'd say shady past. And Trump is, of course, a businessman who has lots of money. And, so it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen.
Okay, and what do you think the country will be like under Trump?
It's hard to say. If Trump wins, I would like to hope that he's going to try and better the country. I would like to see less regulation for business. I would like to see more nationalism perhaps in this country as well.
Okay, and what do you think it will be like under Hillary?
I think it'll be more of what we have now. I think slow economy, weakening of our position in the world, which I think happened under Obama's presidency.
Okay, and do you think if one of them get elected, if they'll be reelected in the next 4 years after that?
It's impossible to predict, and one could say is one of the great things about our system is that if the president is a failure, objectively, then they're only there for 4 years. Okay, they can't do that much damage. So I would like to see a good president, regardless of who's elected. But one can't predict if they're going to be a 4-year or an 8-year president. It's very hard to say.
Okay. Thank you. You heard it here, Mr. Wessel. All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Hey, I'm here with Christian, and my question is, if you were able to, who would you vote for in the coming up presidential election?
Personally, I'd vote for Hillary Clinton.
Why would you vote for Hillary Clinton?
Because I don't like the way that Donald Trump presents himself in public and what he says about women and such.
What do you think about Hillary's deleted emails?
I think that because it wasn't proven to be punishable by law, by the head of the FBI, I don't think that much of it.
Okay, thank you. Hey, I'm here with Tyler, and my question is, if you were able to vote, who would you elect in the coming up presidential election?
I would pick Donald Trump.
Why would you pick Donald Trump?
Mostly because I agree with most of his ideals, especially his immigration, because I feel that many of the illegal aliens are taking jobs away from American citizens.
Okay, thank you.
And when we head to the polls, Comsewogue's president-elect would be Donald Trump taking home 50% of the vote to Hillary Clinton's 39%, and the third-party candidates taking home 5%. Thanks, Rob and Ellen. We end this newscast with a featured report on the Middle States. After a 2-year-long process, Comsewogue became officially accredited for a full 7 years by the Middle States. I met with Dr. Rella to ask him about the process as a whole and his thoughts on the end result.
I'm here with the man of the hour right now, Dr. Rella. Tell me how you feel. We just found out that Comsewogue has received full accreditation for 7 years from the Middle States.
Well, I have to tell you, I'm not usually at a loss for words, but I am just overwhelmed about how proud and happy I am for us. A thought came in my head when the Dallas Cowboys won the World Series. They asked Jimmy Johnson, I'm going to borrow his words, how do you feel? And he looked, he says, how about them Warriors? How about them Warriors? That's how I feel. I think that we're a unique place.
Yeah.
We know it. And I'm not bragging about it, I'm just telling the truth. We know this is a special place. To have a group come in who don't know us at all, have no axe to grind, they have no skin in the game, and they presented us with a set of world-class standards that we had to judge ourselves against. And each of those standards has a bunch of substandards, and we had to provide evidence that we're meeting each and every single one of those. This took 2 years. They came now this week, and they got here on Sunday night, and it's Thursday afternoon now, and they spent a full day, different ones in our schools. They met with all the different stakeholders. I think you were part of a meeting with the planning committee.
I was part of one of the planning committee meetings.
And
It was,
they
fun.
talked to students, they talked to parents, they talked to anybody they could talk to. And their purpose was to validate what we said was true. And they came back today. I met with them just prior to coming here. It was hard for me to keep it quiet.
I'm sure that's an exciting secret
They
to
said
hold.
that we're receiving Comsewogue, the district, every school, because every school had to meet those standards. It wasn't just, we got rated on the entire district, and we received full accreditation without stipulation.
That honestly is an awesome thing, and being a part of one of the students in the groups that met with these people, it's been an outstanding process, and couldn't be happier to be part of the Comsewogue community today and always. Thank you, Dr. L, for your time.
Thank you, brother.
And once again, congratulations.
How about them Warriors?
There you go. And that's all we have for this edition of the Comsewogue News. I'm Matt Schneider saying stay well, stay safe, and stay classy, Comsewogue.